Welcome, Sanjiv. Now, you have written a book about project management for Agile projects, correct?
That's correct. The name of the book is Managing Agile Projects. It was released about 3 years ago.
So what makes Agile projects any different than traditional projects for project management?
Well, you can take some of the traditional techniques, or more specifically, you can take some of the practices of traditional project management and apply them to Agile projects. The mindset of managing Agile projects is a little different, though, and some of the principles are different. So the difference is primarily at the principle level, not the practice level. Just in summary, what does this mean? This means that you can, if you take the Agile principles of being adaptive instead of controlling, being empowering instead of command and control. These are all things that you need to think about differently on Agile projects. Now, does that mean that you can't use some of the traditional techniques or traditional artifacts or deliverables? Absolutely not. You can take things, like for example, a risk impact matrix and apply that to Agile projects. You can take, other sort of standard deliverables, standard practices from traditional project management and apply them to Agile projects, as long as you're getting the mindset change and the principle change.
Why is it that a lot of Agile practitioners don't think that we need project managers anymore?
So one of the things I've done in the past is to set up this Yahoo discussion group for Agile project management. So it's the if you go to the Yahoo groups, it's Agile project management, and I think I established it in 2004, so it's a few years old. And your question is one of the questions that I would categorize as the Groundhog Day questions. Right? It's every now and then somebody posts this question over and over again. It's like, why do people think that we don't need project managers on Agile projects? And just to kind of summarize the answer, and if you go back and look at the discussion threads over there are people have tried to answer this this particular question in several different ways over a number of years. But to categorize to summarize the answer, I think project management is needed, and more specifically, or more importantly, project leadership is important on Agile projects. And so how there are things that relate to the coordination and the execution of work. And maybe on small projects in less complex organizations, those can be done by the team itself. And certainly there are elements of project management that can be done on large projects in complex organizations by the team itself. But the work itself, once it scales beyond coordinating a few tasks or managing the coordination of a large number or of a few things, it has to be done by someone. Now, we might have multi-talented individuals who can do software development at the same time as they can perform as project managers. But if the work is enough to merit a full-time person, then we definitely recommend that. I mean, of course, as we mentioned, the mindset of an Agile project manager tends to be different, and the principle level is different, but some of the practices might be the same.
What does a project management office give me?
Okay, so let me answer that question at a couple of levels. I've been talking about principles versus practices. At the principle level, a lean Agile project management office or a program management office should be looking at reducing work in process. This is a lean principle. Now, what is work in process in a project portfolio? It's nothing but the number of in-flight projects. So how, if a lean Agile PMO can look and say, well, what's my program portfolio? How do I reduce that? How do I prioritize that? Applying an Agile principle, can I prioritize my projects and then reduce my work in process? We know that's going to increase throughput, right? Now, there's a whole industry that's built up, and tools and all that kind of thing that are on resource utilization or the maximization of resource utilization. Well, I'm going to take my workforce, my resource capacity, and figure out how to divvy it up and apply it to projects within the portfolio. We take a different perspective. We say, let's get our teams organized and let's have what we call platform-based teams or platform support teams, and let's bring the projects to those teams. Let's keep the teams together. Let's bring them, and instead of taking the people to the projects, let's the unit of utilization, if you will, is the team, not the people. And what's the business benefit of this? Well, absolutely. The business benefit of this is that faster throughput because you're reducing WIP, work in process, and also enhance customer and associate satisfaction because people are now based on teams. This whole notion of agile teams, self-disciplined teams is well understood in the industry, but not fully understood at the program portfolio level.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alan. Appreciate the opportunity to be here.